Greetings, sir and sirettes, and welcome back to Astroneer with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome to a video I wasn't planning on recording, but then simply had the urge to do so. In today's episode, we are going to be leaving our lovely base here in the tundra, and we are going back to Terran, but instead of going on the main planet itself, we are going to be exploring the moon. It's one of those things I really should have done on camera, and I didn't actually land on it. I simply expected it to be rather boring, but now I've thought about it, and before I end up being spoiled, I want to explore it myself for the first time and experience it firsthand. Also, has that always been like that? Now, I know there's been a couple of small patches, and by the looks of things, it's a little bit more difficult to make fuel, because I'm fairly certain there was only one line of those beforehand. But now there's two. And that's definitely taking longer than usual. Has there also been a price cut in how much you can get from the fuel? I have heard a few people tell me things about the fuel being nerfed, but I'm not sure how. Either way, though, we will still be using it because we have a lot of power spare, and we are going to be getting all of the stuff sorted for one final exploration mission. But since I don't really want to make a permanent base there, I'm not sure if I'm going to be bringing a habitat or anything like that. We may just build off the spaceship. But now I've said that, actually landing with the spaceship and keeping it as a non-permanent entity would probably be the easiest thing, so we will still build a habitat just to make things easier. On the upside, we do at least still have the space shuttle over there, so we have all of the storage and everything else, we just need to put stuff on it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back, because you've seen me do this a fair few times now, you don't need to see me do it again. They have nerfed the fuel. I'm actually pretty happy with that. That's a nice way to nerf it, making it far more expensive power-wise, but also decreasing the value at the trade station. Because I'm fairly certain it wasn't 1-for-1 for compound before, being that compound was a very, very cheap resource. Yeah, that has definitely gone down. Only 2 copper for a full set. 1 lithium, 1 coal, 1 titanium, 8 compound. Okay. I do need the compound. I'm currently building solar panels, and I'm building the storage, so please go away and come back very, very soon. As I take this resin over to the spacecraft. The changes to fuel are really making this take a long time in comparison to before, which, although it's now hindering me, I'm really happy with, because forcing me to go out and mine is definitely more fun than just allowing me to do this. So although right now it is really slowing me down and thus slowing down my recording, it is definitely for the best. Okay, I need 2 aluminum, 2 copper, because I'm still doing this. Once we get to the new base, it's just I will have to also do some mining whilst on the moon. Which is good, because I want to do some exploration, so it is all for the best. But this just means that if we have any specific resource lacking while we're there, we can easily trade for it, because energy is energy, and at worst, we do have our tiny little generator and tiny little wind vane. Which begs the question, will the wind vane work on the moon? Now I've said that, it's going to be curious. And look, we have a unique research node for the future. This went a lot faster as soon as I remembered almost the entire surface of this planet just so happens to be covered with hydrazine. You know, the fuel I've been so desperately trying to make with my limited energy supply. Like so, for instance. It's nice to actually have a use to harvest this stuff once again. Now this one will drop on the floor, but of course we can just grab it and take it on over, and then we are done. These 3 should be the last before our fuel reserve is completely filled again, and then we can go to the moon! Which seems less important once we've gone to all of these really weird planets, really close to the sun, and in this case, really far away from the sun. So when we get to the moon, the main thing I'm assuming is that the gravity is going to be incredibly low, which will be very, very interesting indeed. Vehicles are going to bounce all over the place, and that's the important thing. Now, if you'll excuse me, let's get on to our lovely spaceship and lift off. We have the resin, we have the aluminum, we have the copper, and of course we have our bugged-out habitat, which we're still bringing with us for some reason. Because I can't get rid of it, is honestly the reason. Because it's glitched out on my spaceship. Ooh, there's Terra. Terra seems very close right now. Oh, what a perfect timing! Straight onto the moon. So we have all the fuel left, we can easily get back to the tundra. This isn't the moon? Is it? No, this has to be... Okay, that was really confusing there. Not many landing sites. That one looked pretty flat. Let's try and go for that one. The flatter the better. Oh, wow, it's tiny. Well, duh, it's the moon. But still! Okay, okay. That was weird. Oh, okay, please land. Everything's fine. Ah. Now, you see, when I say flat, this isn't really what I had in mind. Ah, that is, though. That's okay down there. There's something glitching out there in space. That's kind of interesting. One there as well. Oh, this is really weird, because of course we're actually orbiting a planet. That's cool. I like that. Let's see if there's any other locations, though. This one is okay. Ooh, look at that mountain. Then the huge crater next to it. Okay, maybe I'll go straight back where I just came from, just because that's pretty darn awesome. There's another small mountain there, and that actually does seem flatter. Not too sure. Kind of want to go to both. There's this one over here, which might be that one. I think there is actually only 2 landing sites. Also, yes, my speech is all over the place. It's way too late to be recording right now. And I've been talking all day whilst recording. My voice is long since gone. Hello! Oh, please stop breaking. Ooh, now we're on the dark side of the moon. There's the tundra planet. Goodbye! We have some aluminum nearby. Very pretty. I decided to stay put in this area, and we have now just made our vehicle bay, and as soon as it's fully powered up, we can make our rover, of course, which I think is made out of compound and only compound. We will find out very, very soon. On top of this, it turns out that this particular moon is not tidally locked to the planet it's orbiting. Over time, that planet does go down over the horizon, which means the same side of the moon is not always facing the planet. Which is pretty good, because for the first couple of days, the sun was being blocked out for about 50% of the daytime by that planet. Then, of course, the tundra planet comes past just to mess with us. There we are. No, that'll be the exotic, won't it? Because the tundra is behind us. The rover requires compound. Okay, let's swap that over then to compound. And let's give it some ore. There's a mine just over the horizon. There's also a load of aluminum nearby, so it's actually a pretty good starting location. Even if we don't seem to be in the perfect place to get all of the sunlight during the day. I'm also hoping it's only compound needed for the front of this thing. For the seat. The solar-powered rover is now going, and just look at that. It's absolutely insane. The lack of gravity on this planet is not only very fun... I'm not holding down Alt. That was weird. It's not only very fun, but it actually makes getting around very difficult when in the rover. On the upside, you're also very quick. So, quick and fun, probably going to kill myself. It seems like I'm dying fast anyway. Okay, all good. And that is a load of aluminum. Thank you very much. Considering how long it takes to trade fuel now, doing a bit of mining is never a bad thing. Ooh, crater. There's a moon crater. I like that there's moon craters. I'm happy again now. A smaller moon crater of any value to us? No. Ooh. No, I thought I saw something, apparently not. A regular mine shaft with all the evil plants there you would expect from this place. There's this thing. What is this thing? It's alive. Is it mineable? Is it a research node? Not particularly useful right now, since we have actually researched everything after I looked it up. The only thing I haven't researched is the geothermal node, which is one of the main buildings, but apparently that's unused at the moment, so by the looks of things, I simply can't research it. I've tested this theory by going after, like, around about 6 more unique nodes now, research nodes, and getting absolutely nothing. MLG. Oh, I wish I could control this thing's pitch. That was very purposeful. That was my skill level. Okay, what I think I'll do is go back to the base, put down all this aluminum, ready to smelt, and then we'll do a lap of the moon and see if there's anything useful here. I actually quite like it here. The only problem is the lack of organic. I do like seeing regular life on the planet. It makes it feel more... I don't know, like you want to explore, because it feels like every area is going to be at least a little bit different. On this one, it feels like it's all going to be very normal. Although, I do want to find that huge mountain we saw at the start. Okay. Ow. That was totally intentional as well. Ooh. Would you look at this? I'm stuck in the floor. There we go. Are those caves special? Either way, going to go back and put the aluminum there, then we're going to come back and check out down there, because that looks awesome. Crater! And will we flip? No, we won't. Now we will. Full front flip. Oh, come on, it landed. That shouldn't have kicked me out. You know, I don't even want to see how the truck will handle on this planet. All I can think of is it would be absolutely awful. Stop. Stop. Okay. Let's go back to our little shady base in like one of the worst possible places on the moon. There we go. Not going to attach it up though. There's only a limited power supply we have available. I do want to smelt stuff. Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Haven't seen any resin yet, though. Have seen a lot of compound, but no resin. And that is why I didn't want to use the power supply. Okay then, let's go back out and let's explore that weird cave. Oh yeah, look at that, sticking the landing. That was awesome. Now I'll leave this here to bask in the sun for a little bit, and we're going exploring with... Oh, I didn't bring any tethers with me. Let's go find some compound, then we'll come back with tethers. Once again, sticking the landing. Clearly... pure skill there, no luck. At least that time I actually learned to slow down a little bit. There's loads of aluminum around, but not much else. I found one vein of compound, and then nothing else so far. Other than, like I was saying, the immense amount of aluminum, and a little bit of titanium, now I come to think about it. Well, we found the compound on top of one of the weird mountains. Which is really where we should have put the base. Now, where's my rover? Hello, rover. How you doing, buddy? Could you please make me some tethers? And you, get back up here. Come on, you can do it. You know I want to drive you off afterwards. Yes, there we go. Epic driving skills. That's a lot of compound, which means that's a lot of tethers, which means we can explore pretty much every mine around here. Now that should be back this way. That's not the major one, or is it? No, I don't think so. Either way, stars, stars, it's that way. I love this place. Okay, I do sort of adore the moon. The lack of gravity is awesome. That is the main crater. Hello, crater. No, 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 come on, land, you can do it! Yes. A bit far away from the cave, but we'll live. That one seems to start off lower. Okay, let's go to the lower one instead. That's a rock? Okay, that is just a rock. All the usual stuff, so... Ooh, is that coal? That may be coal. If that's coal, then we are very, very lucky. Because that is worth a fortune. At the moment, it's hard to get stuff considering the trading post nerf. Well, I guess it's more a fuel condenser nerf than trading post itself. It's so hard to keep your footing when every time you move you slide on this thing. Yep, that is definitely coal. Oi, tether, come over here. You're dropping coal. That is definitely not worth it. I want all of that. And there is a lot of it. About 10 minutes later of going straight down, and we are finally hitting some dead ends. I feel like we must be somewhere close to the center of the moon at this stage, so perhaps in the future what we should do is try to dig straight down, especially since the gravity is low on the moon, so any fall damage from falling into one of these cave sections probably won't outright kill us unless it's a very, very drastic drop. But for now, that's not really my goal. Nothing overly interesting in here. Very, very resource-rich, though. A lot more so than the planets we've looked at so far in terms of their cave systems. Way more stuff down here. Just everywhere, look at it. Evil spike plants of death. Let's try to ignore them if possible. Ow. There's always one. There's always one that gets me without fail. Well, with that out of the way, let's get back topside and let's find our way to that huge mountain we saw when we were choosing our landing spot. And yes, I'm not very good at platformers. Welcome home! I'll be taking that, thank you very much. So, which direction shall we head? I'm thinking, since last time we went this way, to do the full lap of the planet, we should go this way between the two sections of stars. So there. Seems logical to me. So let's just get going. Let's see if there's anything of interest on the moon, except for the glorious low gravity, which still hasn't quite lost its appeal. I'm sure after a certain amount of time, it will get very boring and very annoying, but for now, it means I can do things like this. Which is just fun. Wow, that planet gets ridiculously close. We've also now reached a point in which the star system we were using to try and gather where we were in the world, or the moon, has now kind of joined up, making it sort of useless. So we are going northeast, or southeast actually, I should say. Well, we've found something, just a bit of crashed debris, but either way, let's have a look, see if it's got anything of value or anything unique to the moon. Now, you stay there. Has a seat, not overly fantastic, but still. Ooh, hello stuff. Organic, a bit of lithium, well, lithium is worth a fair bit. Copper is always good to have handy. The seat will of course stay here since we have no space for it, and that seems to be that, unless there's something underneath here I'm missing. Doesn't seem to be. I also found a very large crater as we were going, so apparently there are many, many craters on this moon. Who would have thought? Let's continue onwards. What I'm really looking for is that large mountain we saw when we first started finding a place to land. I barely even touched forwards then. And I'm stuck in the ground, of course I am. Okay, it has officially lost its charm. It took about 5 minutes. I miss my normal gravity. Or slightly heavy gravity on the Tundra planet. Heavy gravity? Stronger gravity. Oh, hello! Well, this is a different crater. About the same size as the original, but definitely very, very big. I'm assuming this will just be a normal cave system again. Yes, yes it will. I am not going in there because I don't really want to die. Although there is that. Nope, that's just resin. Never mind, it's nothing out of the ordinary. Ooh, it's gonna hurt. Ow, my legs. Although, thankfully, low gravity, probably not that painful. Just slight fracturing of the femur. And a perfect landing, if I do say so myself. So, we've almost completed the lap. I've continued to go southeast the entire way, and we are about to once again reach the base. Which means we have definitely missed that hill. I say as I casually do a front flip. Here we are then, the second mountain. Now I'm not sure if there is a third or a fourth, I can only remember seeing 2, and this is definitely not the original one because there's not a huge scar at the top in which I was harvesting compound. There's a small scar over there from where I got the car stuck originally, but that was simply me getting the car stuck. Can't see anything too special from up here. How did I miss this when I was going around? I suppose I must have went just the complete way to avoid this, going just over the horizon all the way around. That is very annoying. Oh yeah, let's try and slide down. Can we surf all the way down? No, come on, that's it, stick to the side, and there we are, the perfect surfing. I'll continue the way I was going and see if we can find anything else. If not, I will meet us all back at the home. Meet us all back at the home. I will see you at the home base. Now you, come back here. Large crater, weird holes, kinda cool. It's kind of beautiful, and this is the final mountainous section we're going to find today. This is the large mountainous section we saw from orbit, and I'm very, very happy to find it. It really is good looking. This game is easily one of the games I would rate highest in terms of pure potential. I really can't wait to explore more planets like this, to experience more types of life, more alien dangers, more types of resource, more craftable items, and all that good stuff. So next time we play, there will definitely have been an update, and we will be exploring that update. As now, I feel like I've done almost everything of worth. There are certainly some little things I haven't quite done yet, but nothing really worth the time and worth an episode. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Astroneer is a series you would like to see continue in the future. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. And that shall be our monument.